Could it be said that the shorter the half-life, the more radiation generated? Not quite. The way that it works is that the activity of any amount of radioactivity is proportional not just to the decay constant, but also to the number of atoms present. In other words, if I double the amount of radioactive atoms there, I double the amount of radioactivity. That's part simple. But in terms of the decay constant and the half-life, that's a little more subtle. So the activity is proportional to the decay constant L times the number of atoms N. So that's the basic radioactivity equation. Now, the relationship between the decay constant L and the half-life is that it's the natural log of 2 divided by the half-life. There's the trick right there. So when you put all that together, the decay constant with the activity in that equation, you get the activity is equal to the natural log of 2 times the number of atoms divided by the half-life. So in other words, it's proportional to the number of atoms, but it's inversely proportional to the half-life. So if I have a really, really short half-life, a small half-life, I'm going to have a really big activity. But it's also still proportional to the number of atoms. Now, when it comes to dose, you got to integrate that, meaning you got to add them all up so that you can get a bigger dose with something that's got a longer half-life if you expose it for a longer period of time. Like if you breathe in radioactive aerosols that have alpha emitters, something like radon is going to give you a smaller dose for the same amount of activity at a time because the half-life is going to be much shorter for the radon than something that's, say, anthropogenic, like americium or plutonium that has a really long half-life where that T gets really, really big and the activity gets lower. So it's irradiating somebody over a longer period of time. So I hope that helps. The activity isn't necessarily what gives you the dose. It's proportional to the dose, but you've also got to multiply that by the amount of time you're exposed to that radioactivity. A lot of people get that mixed up. They think a big high activity is something that is really dangerous, but that high activity can go away quite quickly if it's got a short half-life. And so I hope that helps. Thanks for the question. Hope everybody learned something, enjoyed the video, and that you'll have a fantastic day. Bye.